Welcome back to the second hour of Hereticus, and let's see what the Renegade Guardsmen are up to. There are quite a few of them who are going to do their stuff at the moment. One of them is attacking Alpha, swinging his combat knife, and 22 is enough to hit. Does Alpha want to dodge?
Yes. Alpha runs on instinct, so yeah.
Makes sense.
What instinct?
Alpha fails to dodge.
Alpha's instinct is lacking.
Fucking hell.
6 points of damage.
No.
Ding!
That's why he did his like puny human.
Indeed.
Flat
So one of
puny
the
human.
one of the guardsmen over on the left opens.
I can just see it. The dog is standing there going, "Why are you petting me in the middle of a fight?" Yum.
So Chris, do you want to? No, you can't dodge. Can you? You've already dodged this turn.
I believe so, yes.
Yes. So one of the last beams, or the only one he hits with, gives you. Ooh! I need to re-roll his attack.
Do you know?
I don't hit, so it's 13 points of damage.
It could have been a crit.
To the 61.
His body.
Indeed.
So that's 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Get into the tank.
Well, I would if someone would stop shooting at me. Hint, hint.
I really don't want to, but oh. So okay. Let's see. It is now. It's the leader's turn once again. Damn it! No 9s. So, Prue, could you roll me a willpower test, please?
Again?
And I'll do the same. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. So here's the thing. So this time, what happened last time happens again. You witness your greatest fears transpire within your own mind, and that is basically all you see. It's your world at this point. It's that's overwhelming, crushing sense of helplessness. Maybe it's just the feeling, or maybe you have mental images of you lying there without arms and legs and mechadendrites and just lying there while you hear the screams and sounds of death from all around you as your fellow agents are torn to pieces.
Doesn't sound fun at all.
Nope. Could you roll me a D100, please?
To see how many rounds it lasts? Because that's...
No, to see what happens on the shock table.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's not good.
Can you re-roll that? Or?
I can, but then I won't be able to heal.
Fair enough.
That's 30, that's 1...
So I don't know if it's worth it.
So...
It is.
I'm going to read what happens, because I will let you re-roll it if you want to. Fainting dead away, the character keels over and remains unconscious for 1d5 rounds. Once he regains consciousness, he is still shaken and takes all tests, blah 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 blah. The character gains 1d5 insanity points.
I think I want to reroll that.
Okay, you will want to roll low.
Fainting in front of them is probably a bad idea. Aye!
That's not possible. That's not actually not possible.
That's 1 in 1,000.
So d5 for
One
the...
in a million.
So basically you keel over and you're unconscious for the next 4 rounds. And d5...
Wow.
I'll begin prepping a new character.
two insanity points.
On my way up to you.
2 insanity points. And here's the thing: as soon as that happens, you hear the leader of these guardsmen. He chuckles. He's pleased with his work, and he basically looks down toward where Medea and Akalon, and Medea's halfway between you guys, but down to where Akalon and Sister Francesca are standing, and says, "Kill them." And that's basically the last thing you see before before everything goes black. So that's his turn.
Well, you
And
still have the dogs to use on your rounds.
yep, absolutely.
Go, doggo!
So Chris, you're hit for 2 beams, 13 points of damage, and he gets to see if he can. Well, he can't, so it's just 13 points of damage.
Where is he? To be honest, it probably doesn't matter where he's hitting me because
21.
if he's
To one of the arms.
Indeed. So
then
how many? How many wounds do you have left?
2.
2.
And how much
Okay.
do you take? 4? So you're a -2 crit. That's not bad. That's not bad.
The 2 is that after this hit, or is it before?
Yeah, he's a -2 if he
Minus
says he's got 2 hit points and he subtracts 9 from that roll.
Well, if I've been hit in the arm,
Mm-hmm.
then
Oh, sorry. Yeah, then you have less armor. It's true.
yes, exactly. I'm working it out right now. It's
Cool.
8 points of damage I've taken, so I'm at -6.
-6.
That's a lot worse.
Yes.
So energy critical arm -6. I've got it here if you want.
I'll just roll a d100 and you can tell me what the result is.
Energy
No, sorry.
critical effects arm?
Never
There's no
mind. Never mind. I was just. Yep. What's the result?
It says the attack wreathes the arm in flame, scorching clothing and armor, and temporarily fusing together the target's fingers. The target halves weapon skill and ballistic skill for 1d10 rounds, takes 1d5 levels of fatigue, and must successfully test toughness or lose use of the hand permanently.
Okay, so 2 rounds,
need
or
to
2
test your
levels,
toughness.
2 levels of fatigue, and you need to test your toughness.
I only caught the last bit of that for some reason. My
Okay.
mind went blank.
So,
Roll toughness.
Yes,
yes,
I can do that. That's. Oh, for fuck's
Alright.
sake!
That means your hand is permanently destroyed.
yes,
I could re-roll it, couldn't I?
you can.
You can, or you could take it and go for a bionic arm or hand.
Does psychic powers work through those?
I don't see
You
why they
don't
wouldn't.
use your hands for psychic powers. You use your brain.
Wave your magic hands around. All right, fine.
Okay,
But basically, so Akalon is now probably yelling quite loudly.
I imagine he is.
On the upside, I'm sure Prue will make him an arm.
You know what you can do?
What can I do?
You can spend that last fate point to get to act out of turn.
I haven't actually spent any fate points yet.
Oh, well, in that case, definitely. Spend it to gain a turn out of turn and then move into the tank.
Right.
Yes, please.
And there is one other thing though. I rolled a d5 to see how many fatigue levels you get, and you get 2 of those.
So what does that mean?
-20 to everything you do.
Yes, indeed. So, okay, cool.
So yeah, I'd like to spend that fate point and take a turn to get inside the immolator.
Well, here's the thing though. He hit with 2 beams, and I've only rolled for 1 of them. So we need to
Alright.
resolve damage for this second one as well.
Yeah.
And let's see. 6.
In the same place, the arm.
Yes.
Arm, body, something. So yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Then we're down to -7.
Okay. -7. So what does that do?
Of course, I closed the book, but I'll find it again in a hurry.
I'd
I'd totally forgotten that there was an. Here we go. No, those. Sorry, guys. I should not
No
have
worries.
closed the book. That
No
was
worries. It happens.
kind of careless of me.
I
But
do it all the time.
I'm sure. Here we go. Energy. Arm. 7. With a terrible snapping sound, the heat of the attack boils the marrow in the target's arm, causing it to shatter. The target's arm is broken, and until it is repaired, the target counts as having only 1 arm. Well, anyway, you're stunned for 1 round and take 1d5 levels of fatigue. You can still, you can still, even if he's stunned, I believe you can still use a fate point. It's a matter of doing something heroic.
Let's see. Well, he wouldn't be able to use the fate point to act out of turn because he can't act because he's stunned. So.
All right.
Fuck.
Another 2 levels of fatigue, so you're down at minus 40 to everything.
Guys, could you please kill them?
I'm doing my best.
Working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
So
worry.
this-
We are
Yes.
massively outnumbered,
His
and we
turn. He's
have
dead.
extra ones incoming, and we have no way of escaping. So we're doing
Yeah.
the best we can here.
Yeah.
So one of the guardsmen is attacking Alpha. He hits. Alpha can't really do much to
Nope.
because he only has 1 reaction and 8 points of damage. I don't think that
How can
Does- oh,
how
I-
can they
I need
make
to-
only 1d5?
because that's what combat knives deal
Combat
damage.
knife. Yeah.
Ah.
So
But
no, that's still a nope.
He needs to re-roll it though. No, well, never mind. So 8 points of damage.
Ha! 88.
Cool. So Alpha and Beta, what do they want to do?
I think Beta is going to hide, but Alpha is going to do the chain bite.
Fight it.
Okay. I really want you to succeed.
Yes. Chainsaw them up.
No!
Dang it.
Damn it!
Aw,
Damn it! God damn it.
They are not actually that
That's
good
a
at hitting.
98.
No, it's true. They don't have the they aren't uber fighters.
Not like True, but she was weak to mind affecting effects.
So Medea, you get a few last beams coming your way. Well, 1. Do you want to dodge it?
Sure, let's try. Hey, I'm running. They get minus 20.
That's true. That's true. It doesn't hit anything. Good point.
Ah,
Sweet. So
I'm not in the location before it's my turn.
he's dead, and this one. Why can't I do anything with him? What?
Because he doesn't want to play with you.
Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong layer.
That explains a lot.
He just shoots. He shoots at Medea.
Gets a minus 20.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. Wow, wow.
It looks like Medea is nimbly jumping over their shots while running.
And the last guardsman
Or ducking under
for this
them.
round. He tries to finish off. No, he doesn't. He attacks Medea because she's moving toward them. She's an active threat, and he sees that Accolon is in all sorts of pain
He's
and
down.
burning and down effectively. So he focuses on Medea.
Does he
That's 38, so he doesn't. Sister Francesca,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I would like to place a blast in this square.
Oh, I need to scroll up, and you need to do it again. Okay.
We should do it, in synchronizing so it can look like a bullseye.
Cool.
Woohoo! Melt their faces off.
Yes, please.
Oh, that's the
41 points of damage
split.
to those 3 standing next to it.
So they're dead.
I'm surprised they're dead. How can it be? They were only hit by a melter.
Technically, I suppose they do have a dodge, but I'm not going to roll it. As is the leader, he smiles, satisfied with what he's done to Prue, and that's basically the last thing he does in this life before he's turned
Kill them!
to sludge. All right.
That one's efficient.
Yeah, it is.
9 kills so far in this fight. I'm counting my blessings.
Accolon.
Yeah, Medea is making up in her mind she wants one of those.
Well, she can get one of those in a smaller size when she gets access to pistol melter.
Exactly. I can't
Why-
carry one of the big ones. You can get one of the small ones.
Why are you even bothering to ask me what I'm doing? I'm fucking stunned.
Well, the thing is, I need to find something. Oh, Go
You're
away.
going to tell me how I die gruesomely now, so...
No, that's...
Well,
that's
you can burn a fate point and survive anyway. Remember?
Yes, exactly.
Indeed.
Do like Medea. Survive the unsurvivable. She took a chainsaw to the chest or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's-
Yeah, it does
You're
sound
fine.
like it would hurt.
I am looking up the... I thought it was anyway. Well, that's no good. That.
Right.
What I'm trying to do is...
Recover from being stunned. You can use a fate point to recover from being stunned.
Indeed.
I'm checking it right now. Using fate points. Reroll any one failed test. Count as having rolled a 10 for initiative. Add 1 extra degree to success. Instantly recover 1d5 wounds or recover from being stunned. So I actually remembered wrong. You cannot use one to get an extra action. That's me thinking Pathfinder here.
Alright.
And hero points, which I'm sorry for the mix-up, but you can recover from being stunned by spending a fate point, and then you'll have your turn.
Indeed.
Does that seem reasonable to you?
Yeah.
Then we shall do that. Just,
The immolator.
will my way through the pain
Indeed.
and dive into the immolator. Ironically, as I am immolating.
Yeah.
On the upside, the bastard who started it all is now melting.
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of gone.
So,
Both their radio man and their leader.
I'm just going to put him there, but we're going to assume he's actually in the vehicle.
Sure.
Because where Sister Francesca is, she's actually on top of it.
Yes.
Right. So can you reach it in a half action, or does it take your entire action to get
Where
there?
was I? I was there, was I?
Mhm.
How far away is that?
I think you were 1 to the side, but that's about it.
Yeah,
there.
It's a half action for you to get in.
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah,
half
okay.
move.
half action then.
Okay. Cool. What do you want to do then?
Is my arm still on fire?
I'm going to assume
No,
it
it incinerates basically when you it's not active fire, because then you would continue to take damage from it,
That's true.
It's,
That's true. That's
and
true.
it doesn't
Kinda-
say so. So it's
No.
it's a quick burst of flame.
I think it's somewhat like the lightsabers and the shooty shooters from Star Wars.
Yeah.
They also
Blasters.
shoot laser stuff.
Yes. So you could conceivably get on the radio.
Yes, I suppose I should do that.
All right.
So hold on, let me move back to where
Room
I...
into there he goes. Ow!
Mm-hmm, yep.
So you get to the radio. What do you say?
Hi.
I don't know the military jargon, so I shan't bother this time.
No,
But basically, he contacts the same group of artillery as last time, or tries to, and says that reinforcements are incoming at the same location as previous fire mission.
Okay. Okay.
But,
Fire for effect.
although,
S-
I mean, if we do fire for effect, Prue is still out at that point.
No, you are calling down the fire mission where they fired last time, which is slightly behind where these guys are now, because that's where they those are the ones who made it through the fire.
Yes. So the idea is, as I understand it, to rain down hell upon the reinforcements and not the guardsmen who are already there.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
That would be
Sweet.
nice, seeing as they can't actually call for more reinforcements because their radio has been evaporated.
Indeed. Indeed it has.
Unless the new
I think the
All right. Cool. So that's Akalon's turn. He stumbles and falls and crawls toward the emulator, gets in, and gets on the radio.
Yes, as soon as he's finished, he just slumps down in the thing and is just yeah,
Yep.
whales.
Meanwhile, more of these guardsmen are shooty at Medea.
Midi.
Still a minus 20, because I am. It's not my turn yet.
Indeed.
Ha!
Doesn't matter, and the other
Ouch.
doesn't matter.
When they called the town a hard target, they meant it.
Yeah, they really did.
So this one
That's a damn nice town.
Yeah, I
Thank
can
you,
run
something
into
I-
help.
over here and shoots a singlet at Medea. Doesn't hit.
He got
Medea,
shot.
it is now your
Good.
turn.
Sorry, I couldn't up it.
It's your turn, Medea.
Yosh. We need to get them away from Prue.
Oh, so as far as you can tell, they already are. They forgot. Well, they haven't forgotten about her, but they're basically focusing on you guys now.
Get about it.
Uncharacteristically,
Forget about it.
how uncharacteristically practical of them. Normally, if it were me, I'd be kicking Prue's skull in for good measure.
Indeed, but they've been given orders.
It's
Yeah,
hard, it's made of metal.
She's not an active threat.
Nope.
That's how you put it.
And they're still under fire. But on the upside, I can now use my boulders on them.
Yes.
So I can be way more accurate at hitting them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yes.
start from one end. I can use both, and I'm gonna use half action to aim.
I forgot something. Okay, cool.
Did you?
What did you
Yes.
forget?
Never mind. I'll remember that next time. No, it's just that if you do the semi-auto or the semi-burst thing, you get +10 to your attack. I've forgotten about that. So
Can you use a semi-burst when you're using
Nope.
both?
nope.
Not
If-
even with Gunslinger.
if
because
you're-
then
if
you
you're
can
taking-
use both guns at the exact same time.
The thing is, if you take a half action to aim, you only have a half action left, which is a single attack.
But if I don't aim,
You just said you aimed, didn't you?
yeah, but that's because you didn't tell me about getting pluses for actually using the semi-burst.
Sure. You can just well. So here's the thing. Let's see. You have 2 bolt guns.
Yes.
I-
The rate of fire is
bolt
single or
pistols.
2. They're
Yes.
bolt pistols.
The 2 is the thing you want to use. But how
Do
it
that,
works-
you get +10 if you fire on semi-burst, and for every 20 you roll under your max, you hit with 1 extra shot, up
Indeed.
to a maximum of the number of shots you can fire, which in this case is 2. So
Yes.
if you, let's say if you have, and this is just an example, you probably have a lot more, but if you have 50 points of ballistic skill, and then you fire a semi-burst, it goes up to 60. And if you then roll 40 or below, you hit with both.
Indeed.
Okay, I have 61. The +10 gives it up to 71.
Yep.
Because I have the Gunslinger, I can use both guns at the same time, both on semi-burst.
Yep.
So that will take it down to 60 again.
Yes.
But is it +10 on both,
Yes. It would be.
or each? Okay. So it works as a single attack. Oh, it's just making sure, because that would mean she actively fires 4 bullets.
It is. It's actually. You make 2 attacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You make 1 with each.
Okay.
So let's see the first one. I need
Let's
to.
make sure.
I need to know which one of them you're trying to hit.
I'm starting out with this bastard,
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
because these over here are easy for Francesca to hit.
Sure. There is a risk though that you hit Alpha.
That's only if I miss really, really badly. Isn't it?
So
If you
let's
shoot
see the
into-
attack.
If you shoot into close combat, there is a real risk that you're going to hit the thing you're shooting
I
at.
think if it's within 20 of your max, then
Yeah,
you hit
then there's
the,
a chance. So I would say shoot at something that isn't in close combat.
As far as you can tell, Alpha is
That's
doing
what
pretty
I'm-
okay. Okay, cool.
And no modifiers.
No modifiers.
Nice!
So-
Well, you hit with the first one. That's
Well-
only one hit, but it's still a hit.
He does try to dodge though.
Ooh.
And he... what's his dodge? His agility? He manages to dodge.
The other one.
You still have the other one.
Probably not as lucky.
That's much
I
better.
hit
Both
with
of them.
both then.
Yes. Could you...
Hey, you're gonna jump? I'm fucking gonna shoot. That's what she fainted.
So what's the damage?
It's a 1d10 plus 5,
Mhm.
and it's plus 2 on all my range, so that would mean plus 4. It is 2 bullets.
No, it's plus 2 to each bullet.
Yes.
It's what I'm saying.
Oh,
It
right.
is 2 bullets, so it would be plus 4.
No, it would be 1d5 plus 7 and 1d...
You mean
Oh, sorry,
1d10?
1d10 plus 7 and 1d10 plus 7.
Indeed. That would be how you roll it.
I was just saying that it was 4 extra.
Yeah, it is in total, but if you... but anyway, let's see the rolls.
So that would be plus 14 in all. There you go.
And there's a
There's
10.
a 10 in there. What does
So
that
you
mean?
need-
Let's see if you hit him.
That's why you kind of need to roll them separately, because if there is a 10, you re-roll your to hit for that, and if you
Yes.
hit again, then you re-roll the 10 and just keep adding damage on top.
But let's see the
At least
reroll.
The yellow one is a 9.
Right, let's see the reroll.
So I roll the ballistic skill again?
Yes.
Yeah, you just roll it. You roll simply to attack again. Oh,
Oh.
okay, cool. So 33 points of damage.
On 2 attacks, but he subtracts his
He
toughness and armor
attracts
twice.
14, so that's still 19 points of damage. Which means
Ouch.
he did. He
Wait.
did, Jim.
Jumps to the side. Ha!
Alright, so, okay, cool. So the well, he still has a dog to deal with. He'll attack the dog. That's the immediate threat, because those chainsaw teeth don't look pleasant. He swings at Alpha and doesn't hit anything.
He carves a big wind stake.
He does.
Yes.
So one of the guardsmen to the left shoots at Medea and hits with let's see. So that's one last beam. Do you want? You've already dodged, haven't you? Or did
It's
you?
Not in this round.
It's in 23.
Cool.
so-
So do we want to dodge?
I might as
That's
well
an
try.
arm. That's
That's
an
an
arm.
arm. Okay, cool.
I need my arm. Fuck off.
Nope. So
The cover didn't even matter?
Nope.
That's poop.
11 points of damage, minus toughness and armor.
Oh. Ow.
So you do take a bit of damage.
How much do you have on the arm?
Nothing?
Oh, so how many wounds do you have left at this point?
I don't know before I fight my fucking toughness.
Fair enough.
There it is. I retract 3.
That one's dead. Okay, so... And have you already taken damage?
No.
Okay,
I just
cool.
don't think I've actually done anything to this since we went into this fight.
Cool.
Because we only really started it.
Sure.
So that was, what,
So another guardsman opens fire on Medea.
8. Ow!
Yeah, indeed. So Akalon is not a threat at this point. He's fled the scene as far as they're concerned.
Not ow, she doesn't feel anything, but still annoying.
And Prue, you're also down for the count. So at this point,
At least for now.
Medea, yeah, at least for now, Medea
There's
is
the
active.
closest.
So he hits with one last beam. Whoa, sorry,
63,
that's wrong.
63
That's
is
a
the
little
body.
too much.
5 points of damage
In the body.
in the body.
No, blink.
So as soon as it's legs that are hit, the cover does come into play, but not until then.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't have any armor on your arms. I thought we got you some carapace armor, didn't we?
Yeah, but I've only noted it down on my head and my body.
So
Okay.
Should cover everything.
Yeah, it
shouldn't
should cover all areas.
Huh.
So
Maybe just me not knowing what the fuck it was then.
the guardsman up, the other guardsman fighting Alpha misses, swings wildly, and it is now Alpha and Beta's turn.
The dog is lucky.
Yep, the dog is indeed lucky.
Well, not that lucky. It can't seem to hit anything for.
This is also the second turn the Prue is down, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
It's just a matter of when.
For fuck's sake!
Lord.
That is an unlucky dog.
Yeah, it's lucky in not getting hit, and it's very unlucky in hitting anything in turn.
Yep.
I think it should. I think it should make a tactical retreat and join Beta.
So one of the few surviving guardsmen opened fire on Medea. They've seen. Well, never mind. And
I need to be running more. It hurts to stand still.
he's dead. And the last guardsman in this turn opens fire on Medea, hits with almost all 3 last beams, but only 2 of them. So let's see, 4 points of damage, and
Like,
13 points of damage. Let's see.
Ow.
Full body.
Body, and he actually hits, so that's another d10. 7, so 20
How much?
points of damage in all.
In body.
ow.
Are you still alive?
How
much
far down are you?
How far down are you?
I got 20, I retract 6 for body, and then I retract 3 from the other, so it's 11.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Okay.
but how far below 0 are you?
I'm trying to math it out.
Okay.
But I have 8, so it's pretty safe to say I'm in minus now.
Yes, but that's critical damage. You aren't dead yet. Hopefully.
if it's
Minus 3.
Minus 3
The attack
energy.
cooks the flesh on the chest and abdomen, inflicting 2 levels of fatigue and leaving the target stunned for 1 round.
Okay. So you are indeed stunned.
Yeah.
All right. However,
Now, where do I do that?
here's the thing. So there's all kinds of smoke and fire in the streets, and you can just make out the in this smoke and fire and haze, you can make out the forms of dozens of guardsmen approaching, and you also see 2 hulking figures approaching alongside them, or in front of them, in fact. Prue, if you were alive, you could easily recognize the combat servitors.
She's not dead
I
yet.
am alive.
Well, you're not conscious. That's what I meant. And
What's a combat servitor?
a combat servitor is a servitor created for combat purposes, basically.
Can I make those?
You might. I don't know if you have the proper skill set, but and they're equipped with whatever kind of weaponry makes sense for their function. In this case, you see that their arms are, instead of being regular arms, they are basically heavy stubbers, which is not good. However, you also hear the delightful sound of artillery rounds raining down through the down toward this approaching enemy, and they hit and obliterate both the servitors and the many guardsmen approaching with them. And Sister Francesca, you see that as well, and
Good work, Akalon. Good work.
and so yeah, if Akalon hadn't called in the artillery strike, it would have looked extremely bad for you guys. Anyway, Sister Francesca,
Yes, I'm going to be blasting this one.
I kind of figured you would.
This is a bit like playing, Battleship.
Right? So let's see.
Yep.
So you don't have to roll because.
I want to!
Okay. Okay.
It's not actually that bad this time, except it's got a huge penetration, but yeah, still.
Like I said, you didn't.
Cooked! Cooked! Die, heretics!
Indeed. So
The one, yeah, that leaves how many left?
4.
It's a lot more
four, no.
manageable.
yeah, it really is. So Akalon, is there anything you would like to do inside the immolator tank?
I should like to try and heal myself a little bit, please.
All right. So you
This-
basically.
I have
don't
to say,
understand why.
I have to say, guys, I'm seriously,
Wait a second.
I'm seriously surprised that these guys, however much orders they've been given, I have vaporized 13 of their numbers by now.
Indeed. Well,
And
so
the fact that they are not actually firing at me is a little disconcerting.
well, I was. So here's the thing. They know you have power armor. They can see
Yes,
it, and they
yes,
know
yes,
that their
they can.
weapons stand little chance at hitting you. They were waiting for the cavalry to arrive, which
Yeah.
is now vaporized because
Okay.
artillery fire.
How do I type in manually dice rolls again?
Slash R,
Yep.
space D, and then the number of basically the dice, the die you want.
D5.
No, you get 5 back, not a D5.
Oh, you're spending a fate point. Yeah, you just get.
No,
5 back.
no. I'm using my psychic ability.
Oh,
right.
Oh, cool.
So I've got succeeded automatically. Well, because it's a threshold of 7 and it's plus
Yeah,
7 to power. Well, I just needed to roll that one dice to see if I got psychic phenomena.
Right.
So now I need to roll a D5. So it's slash R space D5.
Right. Yeah, but it takes you up to 1 wound.
It does.
It takes you up to 1 wound.
It does.
You're no longer taking criticals, and if you take criticals now, it has to start from.
It starts over.
It starts over.
Where's my wound rating? Okay.
But I would still suggest you stay in there until you have a little bit more health.
Yep, that's the plan.
So here's the thing, though. These guardsmen were absolutely certain that reinforcements would arrive and that they would bathe in your blood in a not so too distant future. But reinforcements didn't arrive, and you've polarized most of their fellow guardsmen. So, you know,
They don't want to be here anymore.
they really don't want to be here anymore. So, woohoo!
Run away! Run away!
Get back here, traitors!
And this one's dead.
Face your death with some dignity.
Miss Medea is stunned, so she can't act.
I'm
This
still at
was
minus, doesn't that mean critical?
this was epic.
What do you say, Medea? Aya?
Wasn't it when you're at minus you keep taking criticals?
Yes.
You
But
don't.
isn't it only if you
Minus?
take damage?
Yes, you don't. It's not something that happens continuously. If you're at critical, you have some effect, and then if you're damaged or if you're wounded again, you then go further down the critical table. It's not
Oh, well.
something that keeps happening.
But there's always wanted a piercing in her chest area, just not that way.
The remaining guardsmen starts to run. So I don't know if you want to pursue them into the smoke and haze and fire.
No, we
or-
have wounded. Let them run.
All right.
Adea doesn't want to let them run, but she's not able to actually shoot after them.
Right. Well, so
Francesca hops down and moves up to check up on first on Medea and then on Prue, and to help them both get back to the to the remnants of the tank. All the while telling Akalon to arrange for an airlift out of here for us and the remnants of the tank.
Yep.
We have taken the spaceport. They need to start landing reinforcements immediately.
Character, is destroying 2 companies really enough to say we've taken the spaceport?
There are no enemy soldiers here, so yes.
you haven't exactly taken the spaceport because you're not. There might still be enemy soldiers in the vicinity.
Although
I was under the impression that this huge monstrosity was basic.
No, so the thing is, the idea was for the loyalists to draw out the majority of the enemy, but the enemy is still trained. They are trained soldiers, so they do still maintain some kind of at least skeletal defenses in the spaceport. And when I say that, that still means at least in the hundreds of guardsmen. However, as Francesca says this, and as she's taking both Medea and Prue and the two hounds back to the tank, you hear, because you're operating the radio, Akalon, you hear the voice, the crackling voice of Lord General Legolas. He says, "This is Lord General Legolas. The day is won. Port Hadley is ours." And
I like that guy.
Such bombast.
Not
Such
just
bombast.
that, but that was exactly the message I wanted to hear.
I think, by the way, as Prue was being dragged towards the immolator, she would have looked at Francesca and apologized, saying that she clearly needs to recalibrate her fear responses.
Francesca just, puts one of Prue's arms over her shoulder so she can help her back, because she looks like she's taken a right beating, to put it mildly. And she says, "Don't worry about it. Nobody's going to hold this against you in any way."
Still, I should like to steel my mind against future attacks from Psychers.
Obviously, that would be a good idea. And then she just helps you get back to, some kind of armored safety.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can fix my poor doggos.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Is it
also
like-
need a new arm for Akalon, clearly, but that's doable.
Is it appropriate to acknowledge or respond to Lord General Legolas's hail?
I mean, so the thing is, you're not trained. You're not a trained soldier or military personnel. So you don't really know the etiquette in this case. So if you want to say something to him, I suggest you do it.
Give me a second to just check whether or not you're actually right about that.
That's true. I made assumptions.
That's fine.
He might have knowledge war or something.
Indeed.
I have common law war plus 10.
Okay, because you have plus 10, you would then know that what usually happens is when he does this, the officers report in, not directly to him, but they go through the channels, basically reporting on their units' status. So I think this would be it would be an inappropriate time. There is a better time to do it to speak to the Lord General.
In that case, the Akalon's only thing, he won't use the radio. He'll just start whispering painful prayers to the Emperor, thanking him for guiding them all to victory in this matter.
Mm-hmm.
Medea is currently inspecting her upper torso and arm.
Mm-hmm.
And as I wrote in the chat, she's like, "Look, I'm holy." And then she puts a finger through the hole in her arm. I should put armor on it.
You really need to. You really need to. Let's get you some. Let's complete that carapace armor for you when we get out of here, shall we?
Yeah. Wiggles
Shall I
finger in
begin?
the hole.
Same for you, Akalon. You need better armor.
Well, we did got the best of what I could.
You did fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying you need better armor. You did excellent. All of you.
Better armor on the arm, but
Can Medea do something to help his armor a little with her medical knowledge? She does know a little.
Oh, you can. Well, so you can. I'm not sure there's much to do about the arm. It's basically.
Knowledge might be able to dull the pain a little, maybe.
Yeah, that's a matter of basically using a stim.
did we find out which arm it was that's been ruined? Is it left or right?
What's the left arm?
Damn, that's his that was his primary hand.
It'll still be his primary hand when he gets a new one.
Yes, but it's
Yeah, I think Medea comes over with a stem. Hey, look on the bright side. Tim got some new limbs, and they were actually really good. He said they were even better than the ones I had.
and in less than a week he was dead. So
Yeah, that was not the limbs' fault. That was him falling off a building.
Or was it? Did he not get a good enough grip on the roof?
Yeah, but that was his real hand holding on to the roof.
Do you know if it was his real hand?
this is
I was
just
inside the building. I didn't even see it.
No.
I just heard the clunk behind me.
Yep.
I think Prue asked if she should go initiate repairs on the emulator. Just in
Yes,
case.
please.
immediately.
Quickly as possible. We might need to be able to drive this out of here.
By the Emperor, I've never known such agony.
Medea makes a face. She doesn't know what pain is.
You might
I'll
not
take
have,
it for
you might not have known such agony before, Achelon. But I think it's a fair bet to say you may again. We are
Probably.
not done doing the Emperor's work, let's face it.
That was never
No
a
one ever
question.
gets done with that part.
You are alive, although in great pain. That makes this a win.
In the service of the Emperor, I would suffer the loss of my arm 1,000 times over.
You are a good man. And a
I don't
devout
think you
one.
can lose an arm that many times.
It was. I was speaking metaphorically, Medea. Just give me some pain.
She's smiling smugly while she's giving you the stem.
Let's talk.
I know.
Let's talk more stim.
Let's talk more stim.
Right.
Still in
Cool.
pain? Sap.
Yes.
Cool, sweet. So as the stream of chemicals rush through your body, you are at once calmed and the pain is
Receding.
is receding indeed.
Is he doped?
Yeah, basically.
You know I love you, alright.
Yes.
I think Medea that we're about to sing a soothing song just lifts a brow. What the fuck?
I love it. I love
I didn't really have friends before and I have you and I love you and
Good thing
I
I
think I'm
fixing the
being
tank.
silly.
Medea looks up at Francesca with help.
Just sing to him. See if you can't lull him to sleep.
Is he okay?
He's fine. He's saying that because the stim is making him loopy. Please,
Oh.
she
well,
says with a slight strain to her voice, please do sing. See if you can't make him fall asleep.
Oh, well, I've never really needed them. I don't know how they work.
You've been given an order, Medea. You want to sing, so sing. Get on with it.
Yeah, shut up.
You do as you're told, he'll send you to your room.
Wait, what?
Oh, this is good.
Just
This is
because you
brilliant.
say that, she's gotta not sing well.
That's a quite interesting failure in the fellowship role there.
Well, you use fellowship to sing.
Yeah.
Not my
Amigos
fault.
Prudentia, do you need help or assistance in any way with the repairs?
Speaking of Prue, you go outside to first you inspect from the inside because you can reach the engine and the steering systems, and they're shot. It'll take quite a few hours for you to repair them if you have the materials required to do so, and you don't. However, you can repair the treads, and you might, and out of game this depends on the success of your tech use. You might be able to at least, if not repair the steering system, then at least get it up and running enough for you to limp her back to base.
In that case, she informs Celestial Elohim Francesca of this.
Then I shall certainly pray to the God Emperor for your success, and she does so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, I suppose a prayer to the Omnissiah would be appropriate as well.
Yes, you would need to appease the damaged and insulted machine spirit.
I can
Yes.
understand why it's insulted. Medea crashed it
Yep.
quite significantly.
Right.
It's just like, ow! I do what you wanted. You do this.
Right. Shall we see if we can do that tech use?
Yes.
I am an ancient and venerable machine. How dare you crash me, you imbecile?
All
Ta-da.
right. Cool.
Woo!
So
Nice.
I basically set the threshold at 2 degrees of success. That was what I would require for you to be able to fix it enough for you to get out of here.
Yay!
So, yay, you won. So you do
Everything else that happened, Rasmus, everything else with the failed fear tests and whatnot, you just saved that.
Yep. So you perform the proper tech rites and you apply the proper unguents and you basically appease the machine spirit. And so yeah, I am going to need another drive test from whoever drives the emulator back to base.
I think I'm telling Medea to not take any chances as she drives it.
Aw.
No chances. The machine is badly damaged.
And insulted.
Fine.
All right, cool. So she Medea drives carefully through the burning streets of Port Hadley, and
Now she insulted.
so-
I finally get behind the wheel without crashing it. I'm not even supposed to be joyriding it.
so so the question is: are you guys are you guys sitting inside the emulator tank, or do
Yes.
you sit outside on top of it as she drives slowly through the streets?
think-
Or
I think Francesca's up in the turret.
okay.
Oh, it could have been cool if someone was sitting on top of it. Medea just, blocked the brakes so they fell off.
Mm-hmm.
They did ask you to drive carefully, and clocking the brakes is not does
Careful.
not go under that definition.
Prue
And
is
here I
probably
was.
Prue's probably down, making sure it can actually make the trip.
And
It's
Akalon
fine.
is out cold,
Akalon is in a fetal position out cold inside.
sucking on his thumb.
No, he's not going that far. He's 40-something years old. He's got some dignity left.
Okay, cool.
That went out the window when he started talking about loving everyone.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
the dope. That's being doped talking, and so it doesn't make
Oh,
him a
fair
baby. It doesn't make him a baby. It just makes him a bit chummy.
So as you guys we'll have our final break in just a bit, but as you guys drive through the city, Medea or Mrs. Francesca, you can see it as well as hear it, but the others, those of you inside the tank, can absolutely hear the cheers and the shouts of encouragement and prayers to the Emperor as you drive through the streets that are absolutely filled with loyalist guardsmen cheering you on and basically hero worshipping.
I think Medea yells up to Francesca, "Why are they yelling at us?
They're cheering us.
You sure?"
Yes, I'm very sure.
I
Well,
imagine.
for a moment I was just scared I drove one of them over and they got angry.
Nope, they're cheering us.
And in pure Super Bowl fashion, the last thing we see before we go to break is the Thunderhawk racing through the
doing the
sky
flyout?
above. Yeah, exactly, above you.
Cool.
And then that's where we'll take our final break, and we'll be right back.